Impact Report, projecting a 50% increase in job creation across key sectors by 2027. Date, January 24, 2025. Event, World Economic Forum Annual Meeting Davos 2025. Overview. The World Economic Forum WEF annual meeting held in Davos from January 20 to 24, 2025 set the stage for transformative discussions focusing on investing in people. With projections indicating a 50% increase in job creation across the manufacturing, healthcare, and education sectors by 2027, the meeting emphasized the importance of policy shifts in human capital investment to support sustainable economic growth amidst rapid technological changes and demographic shifts. Key projections and insights. 1. Job creation and economic forecasts. The Future of Jobs Report 2025 forecasts the creation of approximately 170 million new jobs globally, translating to a 14% increase in total employment by 2030. Despite an anticipated displacement of 92 million jobs due to technological advancements in shifting economic landscapes, experts project a net increase of around 78 million jobs. This growth is particularly driven by advancements in technology, demographic changes, and the ongoing green transition. 2. Sector-specific growth. Manufacturing. The sector is expected to see substantial growth in roles related to automation and technology maintenance, reflecting the impact of digital transformation. Healthcare. A significant demand for healthcare professionals, especially nurses and caregivers, is projected due to an aging population. Education. The emphasis on lifelong learning will drive demand for educators and trainers, particularly in higher education, as the workforce adapts to new skills requirements. 3. Diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives. The discussions highlighted a growing recognition among employers regarding the importance of diversity in the workforce. A significant increase in companies implementing DEI initiatives was reported, with many leaders acknowledging that diverse teams contribute to improved performance and innovation. 4. Technological impact on skills. The integration of AI and big data is reshaping job roles and skill requirements. Nearly 86% of employers expect AI to transform their businesses by 2030. As a result, skills such as analytical thinking, resilience, and technological literacy are becoming increasingly critical for job seekers in the evolving market. 5. Economic environment and policy implications. The WEF discussions also addressed broader economic conditions, including inflation trends. The International Monetary Fund (IMF) projects global growth at 3.3% for 2025, with ongoing geopolitical tensions and economic fragmentation posing challenges. Innovative policy solutions are deemed necessary to foster resilience and adaptability in the workforce. Timeline of key events. January 20 to 24, 2025. The WEF annual meeting at Davos centers on collaborating for the intelligent age, emphasizing human capital development. 2025 to 2030 projections. A net increase of 78 million jobs is anticipated, driven by significant shifts in skills and job roles due to technological advancements. 2030 goals. The focus remains on robust job creation across key sectors, supported by effective reskilling and upskilling initiatives to ensure workforce adaptability. Common themes and divergences. While various sources emphasize the need for investment in human capital and the anticipated job growth, differences exist in the specific sectors highlighted and the focus on DEI initiatives. For instance, some sources stress gender equality in healthcare, while others provide a broader macroeconomic context tied to technological advancements and demographic changes. Conclusion. The discussions at Davos 2025 suggest a transformative period ahead for job creation across critical sectors. Driven by policy changes and a commitment to inclusivity, the projected growth presents opportunities to leverage technological advancements and foster sustainable economic development. The integration of technology and the necessity for ongoing skills development remain paramount for navigating this evolving landscape. ensuring that the workforce is prepared to meet the demands of the intelligent age. Source summaries. 1. Source 1. The World Economic Forum article on Investing in People highlights the significance of human capital development amid changing economic conditions and the impact of digital technologies on employment and skills. 2. Source 2. Another WEF publication discusses the theme of reimagining growth, emphasizing the need for identifying new sources of economic growth and finance in a rapidly changing global landscape. 3. Source 3. The Future of Jobs Report 2025 compiles insights from over 1,000 employers detailing the expected transformations in the labor market due to demographic shifts, technological advancements, and economic challenges. This comprehensive report highlights the collective efforts and insights from leaders and experts at Davos to shape the future of work and ensure that the workforce is equipped for the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. The content discusses the anticipated increase in job creation across the manufacturing, healthcare, and education sectors by 2027, driven by policy shifts initiated during the World Economic Forum WEF at Davos in January 2025. Here are some counterintuitive insights derived from the provided information. 1. Job creation amid displacement. The report highlights a paradox wherein, despite the projected creation of 170 million new jobs globally, there will simultaneously be the displacement of 92 million jobs. This means that while the net increase in employment is positive 78 million jobs, the reality is that many existing roles will be lost, raising concerns about the transition for those displaced workers. The counterintuitive aspect here is that a significant increase in jobs can coexist with a substantial number of job losses, suggesting a transformation rather than a straightforward expansion of the job market. 2. Focus on human skills in a tech-driven future. As companies anticipate that nearly 86% of employers expect AI advancements to transform their businesses by 2030, the emphasis on human skills like communication, empathy, and collaboration becomes critical. This counterintuitive insight suggests that even as technology evolves, the demand for distinctly human capabilities will grow, challenging the assumption that automation will predominantly replace human workers. 3. Economic growth despite fragmentation. The forecasted global growth of 3.3% in 2025 indicates a steady economy, yet this is occurring in a context of economic fragmentation and geopolitical tensions. The counterintuitive takeaway is that economic growth can happen alongside increasing division and conflict in global trade and investment, suggesting that the traditional relationship between economic health and global cooperation may be shifting. 4. Diversity initiatives rising amid economic challenges. While the economic environment remains uncertain, there is a notable rise in companies implementing diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. The counterintuitive element here is that businesses are prioritizing inclusivity and diverse talent pools in times of economic challenge, recognizing that diversity can drive better performance and innovation rather than viewing it merely as a compliance or moral obligation. 5. Young workforce in developed versus developing countries. The demographic shifts show aging populations in developed countries leading to labor shortages, while developing countries, particularly in Africa, will have a significantly younger workforce. This situation presents a counterintuitive dynamic where regions facing labor shortages are in stark contrast to those with ample labor supply, suggesting that global talent strategies must adapt to these divergent realities. 6. Reskilling and upskilling needs. The report states that if the global workforce were made up of 100 people, 59 would need training by 2030. This indicates a substantial need for upskilling despite ongoing job creation. The counterintuitive insight here is that even in a growing job market, there is a significant portion of the workforce at risk of being left behind due to skill gaps, underscoring the importance of continuous education and development. 7. The role of preventive healthcare over traditional models. The discussion around healthcare emphasizes a shift from treatment to preventive and predictive healthcare models. The counterintuitive insight is that investing in preventive measures, rather than focusing solely on treating illness, can significantly reduce overall healthcare costs and improve population health outcomes, challenging traditional healthcare paradigms that prioritize reactive care. 8. Impact of AI on employment dynamics. While many fear that AI will lead to job losses, the expectation that 40% of global employment is exposed to AI suggests a different narrative. Businesses will need to adapt to integrate AI in ways that augment rather than replace human labor. The counterintuitive aspect is that AI could create new roles and demand for skills that complement technology rather than simply eliminating existing jobs. 9. Gender parity and economic growth. The World Bank predicts that closing the gender gap in employment could boost global GDP by 20%. While the progress toward gender parity is slow, the counterintuitive insight is that addressing gender disparities is not just a social justice issue but a significant economic opportunity, suggesting that inclusive policies can yield substantial economic benefits. These insights highlight the complexities and nuances of the evolving job market, technological advancements, and economic conditions countering simplistic narratives about job growth and displacement. The report detailing projections for job creation across the manufacturing, healthcare, and education sectors by 2027 highlights several crucial insights that many might overlook. Here are key points that warrant deeper consideration. 1. Net job creation versus job displacement. While the report emphasizes a projected increase of 170 million new jobs globally, it concurrently notes that 92 million jobs will be displaced. This indicates a net increase of 78 million jobs, which may seem positive at first glance. However, the significant displacement of jobs is critical. The potential emotional and economic hardships for those displaced, particularly in sectors like clerical work and retail, cannot be understated. This duality emphasizes the necessity for robust reskilling programs to mitigate the impact on workers whose jobs are at risk. 2. Sector-specific growth. The focus on manufacturing, healthcare, and education is significant, particularly in the context of an aging population and increasing technological automation. The report suggests new roles will emerge in manufacturing, such as automation specialists and maintenance technicians, while healthcare will see a surge in nursing and caregiving roles driven by demographic shifts. The educational sector will see increased demand for educators as lifelong learning becomes more critical. This projection illustrates a shift in workforce needs that many organizations may not be prepared for, emphasizing the importance of strategic planning and investment in these sectors. 3. Diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives. A noteworthy trend is the increasing commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion within the workforce. The report indicates that the number of employers implementing DEI initiatives has risen significantly. This is not merely a social justice issue. Diverse teams have been shown to perform better and drive innovation. Ignoring this shift could mean missing out on the competitive advantages that diverse perspectives bring to problem solving and creativity in business. 4. Technological advancements and skills transformation. The report underscores the profound impact of AI and big data on job roles and required skills. Notably, 86% of employers anticipate that AI will transform their businesses by 2030. The demand for skills such as analytical thinking, resilience, and technological literacy will surge. It's crucial for educational institutions and employers to align their training and development programs with these emerging skill requirements. Failure to do so could exacerbate existing skills gaps and lead to a workforce ill-prepared for future challenges. 5. Economic context and policy implications. The broader economic landscape, including inflation trends and geopolitical tensions, will play a significant role in shaping job creation. The IMF's projection of 3.3% global growth in 2025, while below historical averages, highlights the need for innovative policy solutions. Leaders must address economic fragmentation and its implications for labor markets. Policymakers need to ensure that economic growth strategies are inclusive and sustainable, taking into account the needs of diverse populations and sectors. 6. The importance of lifelong learning. The report emphasizes the need for continuous education and upskilling as technological changes evolve. so too must the workforce's skill sets. Employers and educational institutions must promote a culture of lifelong learning to ensure workers can adapt to new roles and technologies. This is particularly significant for younger generations who will make up a substantial portion of the labor force by 2030. 7. Global disparities in job creation. The report hints at a disparity in job creation between developed and developing economies. While developed nations may experience a shortage of working-age individuals, emerging economies, particularly in Africa, will have a growing youth population. This demographic imbalance necessitates targeted job creation strategies in developing regions to harness their potential and sustain economic growth. Ignoring these disparities could hinder global economic stability. 8. Mental health and employee well-being. As the workplace evolves, so too must the focus on employee well-being. The report illustrates that supporting employee health is paramount for talent attraction and retention. The growing recognition of mental health issues in the workplace underscores the need for comprehensive health and wellness programs. Organizations that prioritize employee well-being will likely see improved productivity and lower turnover rates. 9. Geoeconomic fragmentation and its effects. The report discusses how geoeconomic fragmentation could influence labor markets, driving businesses to rethink operational strategies. This fragmentation can lead to increased trade restrictions and a need for companies to adopt more localized business models. Understanding the implications of these shifts is crucial for businesses aiming to navigate the complexities of global trade and labor dynamics. 10. The role of policy in shaping future job markets. Lastly, the report stresses the need for proactive policies that foster job creation and skills development. Governments must collaborate with private sectors to create frameworks that support effective reskilling and upskilling initiatives. Public policies that prioritize education training and workforce development are essential in preparing for the future job landscape. In conclusion, while the projections for job creation are optimistic, they come with a host of challenges that require careful attention from business leaders, policymakers, and educational institutions. Recognizing and addressing these overlooked aspects will be vital to ensuring a workforce that is not only abundant in numbers but also equipped with the right skills and opportunities to thrive in an evolving economic landscape. 1. Projected job creation and sector growth. The expectation of a 50% increase in job creation across the manufacturing, healthcare, and education sectors by 2027 highlights a transformative shift in the labor market. This anticipated growth, driven by policy changes initiated at Davos 2025, is projected to result in 170 million new jobs globally alongside the displacement of 92 million jobs. This net increase of 78 million jobs underscores the potential for substantial transformation in employment landscapes, particularly in response to technological advancements, demographic changes, and the green transition. 2. Importance of skills transformation. The Future of Jobs Report 2025 emphasizes that around 39% of existing skill sets will undergo transformation or become obsolete in the next 5 years. The demand for new skills, particularly in technology and human-centric roles, is critical. Key skills identified include analytical thinking, resilience, and technological literacy. As employers anticipate significant changes, the need for upskilling and reskilling initiatives becomes paramount to ensure workforce adaptability and competitiveness in a rapidly evolving job market. 3. Diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives. An increasing focus on DEI in the workplace is evident, with employers recognizing that diverse teams enhance performance. The rise in companies implementing diversity initiatives reflects a broader commitment to fostering equitable workplaces. By 2030, over 85% of employers plan to prioritize DEI programs, indicating a shift towards a more inclusive labor market that values diverse talent pools as a means to drive innovation and economic growth. 4. Impact of technological advancements. The integration of AI and big data is set to reshape job roles and skills demand significantly. Nearly 86% of employers believe that advancements in technology will transform their businesses by 2030, resulting in a shift in required competencies. As automation and digital transformation redefine traditional roles, there is a pressing need for a workforce that is not only technologically literate but also capable of leveraging AI as a tool for enhancing productivity and job quality. The emphasis on continuous learning and adapting to technological changes is crucial for future job seekers and current employees alike. These points encapsulate the overarching themes of job creation, skills evolution, diversity and inclusion, and technological transformation, which are essential for understanding the future of work in light of the anticipated changes by 2027. 1. The New Deal 1933 to 1939. Initiated by President Franklin D. Roosevelt in response to the Great Depression, the New Deal was a series of programs aimed at economic recovery and job creation. It included significant public works projects, financial reforms, and social welfare improvements, leading to the creation of millions of jobs in various sectors, including infrastructure and agriculture. The New Deal transformed the role of the federal government in the economy and laid the foundation for modern social safety nets in the United States. 2. The Marshall Plan 1948 to 1952. Officially known as the European Recovery Program, the Marshall Plan was an American initiative to aid Western Europe after World War II. It provided over $12 billion, approximately $130 billion today, in economic assistance to help rebuild European economies. The influx of funds helped stimulate job creation and led to significant economic growth across the continent, ultimately contributing to the establishment of a stable and prosperous Europe, which was crucial for global economic recovery. 3. Post-apartheid economic reforms in South Africa 1994-present. Following the end of apartheid, South Africa underwent significant economic reforms aimed at promoting growth and job creation. The government implemented policies focusing on broad-based Black economic empowerment and investment in infrastructure, education, and healthcare. These initiatives have aimed to reduce unemployment and foster inclusive economic growth in a country grappling with significant inequality and social challenges. While results have been mixed, the efforts represent a critical shift in policy aimed at transforming the economy and creating opportunities for historically marginalized populations. Future outlook: projecting job creation across key sectors by 2027. The landscape of employment is undergoing a profound transformation, with projections indicating a 50% increase in job creation across the manufacturing, healthcare, and education sectors by 2027. This surge is anticipated to be driven by policy shifts initiated during the World Economic Forum WEF at Davos in January 2025 under the theme Investing in People. The conversations and commitments made during this pivotal event are expected to significantly impact human capital development and workforce dynamics. Key predictions for job creation. 1. Manufacturing sector growth. The manufacturing industry is poised for substantial growth, primarily fueled by the integration of advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence (AI) and automation. Roles such as automation specialists, robotics engineers, and maintenance technicians are expected to emerge as critical positions. The demand for skilled workers who can operate and maintain automated systems will likely drive job creation by approximately 50%, emphasizing the need for ongoing training and reskilling initiatives. 2. Healthcare sector expansion. The healthcare sector is projected to experience a dramatic increase in demand for professionals, particularly due to an aging population and an increasing focus on preventive care. By 2027, job roles such as nursing professionals, personal care aides, and mental health specialists are expected to see significant growth. The commitment to enhancing healthcare accessibility and quality, as discussed at Davos, will necessitate a workforce that is not only larger but also more diverse and inclusive. 3. Education sector evolution. The education sector is undergoing a transformation driven by the need for lifelong learning and the upskilling of the workforce. As technological advancements reshape job requirements, educators specializing in adult education and vocational training will be in high demand. The push for online education and digital learning environments will also create opportunities for instructional designers and educational technologists, contributing to a 50% increase in job availability in this sector. The role of policy shifts. The policy shifts initiated at Davos 2025 are expected to play a pivotal role in shaping the future of work. The WEF's emphasis on investing in people highlights the importance of human capital development in fostering sustainable economic growth. Expected initiatives include increased funding for education and training. Governments and organizations will likely allocate more resources toward education and vocational training programs, ensuring that the workforce is equipped with the necessary skills to adapt to changing job demands. Support for diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI). A strong focus on DEI initiatives will foster a more inclusive workforce, with employers recognizing the value of diverse perspectives in driving innovation and productivity. Investment in health and well-being, recognizing that healthy populations are foundational to economic prosperity. Policies aimed at improving employee health and well-being will become a priority, leading to a more engaged and productive workforce. Technological advancements and skills demand. As we project into the future, the integration of technology will be a defining feature of job creation. The Future of Jobs report indicates that nearly 86% of employers anticipate that AI advancements will transform their businesses by 2030. Consequently, skills such as analytical thinking, resilience, and technological literacy will emerge as critical competencies for job seekers. 1. Emerging skills. The demand for technical skills related to AI, data analytics, and cybersecurity will surge. Workers will need to adapt to roles that require not only technical proficiency but also creative problem-solving and emotional intelligence. 2. Reskilling and upskilling initiatives. A significant portion of the workforce will require reskilling or upskilling to remain relevant in the evolving job market. Employers are expected to invest in training programs that align with the skills needed for future roles. Economic context and future challenges. While the outlook for job creation across these sectors is promising, it is essential to consider the broader economic context. The International Monetary Fund (IMF) has projected global growth at 3.3% for 2025, reflecting a cautious optimism amid ongoing geopolitical tensions and economic fragmentation. 1. Inflation and cost of living. Employers may face challenges related to rising inflation and the cost of living, which could impact wage strategies and employment rates. Balancing competitive wages with the economic climate will be critical for attracting and retaining talent. 2. Geopolitical tensions. The shifting geopolitical landscape may affect trade dynamics and labor markets. Companies might need to adapt their operations in response to changing policies in trade relations. Conclusion. In summary, the projected 50% increase in job creation across the manufacturing, healthcare, and education sectors by 2027 represents a transformative shift in the global labor market. Driven by policy changes initiated at Davos 2025, this growth underscores the importance of investing in human capital and adapting to technological advancements. As we navigate this evolution, prioritizing diversity, equity, and inclusion along with reskilling efforts will be vital to ensuring a workforce that is prepared for the challenges and opportunities of the future. The commitment to investing in people will not only enhance economic resilience but also foster a more equitable and sustainable society.